Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Chainlink. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. And if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check that out before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's get straight into the TA. So taking a look at Chainlink on the daily chart, as you can see, we did reach our resistance of the channel up pattern once again. And believe it or not, I took profits up here at $8.97 or 98 cents. That was basically the top. So I got two nice sell orders, one for Polygon Matic at the top and one for Chainlink here. And obviously I didn't know that that was the top at the time, but I took a look at the RSI on the daily and on the 4-hourly chart, and they were very overbought. And yeah, it didn't look like Bitcoin was going to continue on, to be honest with you. And right now, it doesn't look like Bitcoin wants to start that, strong uptrend. I still think we're going to be in this bear market, or this sideways crab market, if you will, for the next couple of months potentially. And if we do indeed start printing another bottom, I think that would happen before spring. And after spring, I think we're going to be on our way to recovery and getting into the bull market in 2024. So what happened here is this was a very good buying opportunity, especially if you entered over here, because I have had this channel down pattern for quite a while, and just look how perfectly it works. Right? I've had it for a very long time, for a month or two on the channel here. I've been making updates for Chainlink, and we did run into the resistance here in September. We went all the way back down to the support of the channel pattern twice, actually, twice in October, and right now we peaked here in November, and there's a good chance that we might start coming back down and retesting the 20 EMA on the daily, and that is exactly where I'm looking to enter back into Chainlink, is at the daily 20 EMA. As you can see, what is happening right now is based on this smaller fib that we have. We're bouncing off of the golden ratio, and that is pretty expected because we have 3 peaks here that we created in September, where we ran into the golden ratio as resistance, and then we got sent back down to the support of the channel. So it's logical that we're coming back down to this level at $8.10 as support, because it was our previous resistance. So if we manage to hold this level at the golden ratio and the 20 EMA creeps up, then I'm just gonna buy here, right? It doesn't matter to me where I buy back. I have a profitable trade right now, and just to let you know, this is not me leverage trading. I simply took profits on my spot over here, and I'm gonna buy back here. And all of my buy and sell alerts can be found on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, as you've already been let know, the link is down below in the description. And we didn't break this August high, which is quite negative in my opinion, because if you're not breaking a key resistance level, you're simply printing a lower high and you're going to come back down. At some point, you're going to have to break either up or down out of this channel up pattern, because honestly, most of the time you break to the downside from these kind of patterns. So a channel up pattern is usually broken to the downside. And if you notice all of these, patterns to the upside, like a rising wedge or all of these flags and everything, once you have a pattern going to the upside, there is a 80% chance that you're going to drop to the downside. Okay? And I'm still expecting that, to be honest with you. I'm still expecting some bearish news to come out regarding Bitcoin. We may see another capitulation. I'm ready for that with my cash on the side. But for now, as I'm swing trading, I'm not going to be waiting until we drop to $5 with this current trade that I have. I'm looking for, 10%. 10% is a very good swing trade in my opinion. So if I take a look at so I'm already, 10%, right? I could have bought back in here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until we get to the 20 EMA, and that's going to be a nice 14% trade. That's going to be good enough for me. That's a very, very juicy swing trade in my opinion. And to some, it may not be. Well, then, okay, you can just wait until Chainlink drops all the way down here and, buy back there, but you don't know if that's going to happen. So that risk is on you. So for now, Chainlink, simply bouncing up and down in this pattern, in this channel up pattern, You know, if we don't break out here, we just have to adhere to these resistance and support trend lines. So once we've reached this, the next thing you should be logically targeting is the support once again, because this is how you go in this channel up pattern until you break the trend and you come back down here, right? You potentially back test that as resistance and then you continue on, continue on. That's one scenario. So until we see a break to the upside or to the downside, we have to assume that the price is going to be adhering to the channel's resistance and support. You can obviously buy back off of the 20 EMA just to be safe. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, so that's regarding the price action and what I think is going on here. Obviously, November is historically a pretty bullish month, but so was October, and we didn't see anything very bullish for Bitcoin in October. Some altcoins did have nice run-ups, but not Bitcoin. And taking a look at the daily RSI here, as you can see, we did reach this resistance trend line, which was another red flag for me. So we've reached this resistance once here in January, once again here in April, once again here in August. We had a little fake out above, and once again here in November we got to that level, and right now, as you can see, we're coming back down to this yellow support trend line. That was also a resistance previously, but I feel like we're gonna lose that, and I feel like we're gonna come back down to this wide ascending trend line, and we are going to retest that as support. So this trend line here, this is where I think golden entries can be found for Chainlink. So yeah, that's regarding the daily RSI. Obviously, if we manage to hold this yellow support trend line, that's great, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. And we do have the CPI data coming out November 10th, so be on the lookout for that date. We'll see if crypto is going to react with a pullback, or maybe crypto will react with a little bit of a pump. So yeah, let's just see what happens there, and let's switch over to the Binance website. And before we continue the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon. Now, if you like the channel and you like the content that I provide for you on this channel, then feel free to check my Patreon out for more exclusive content like low cap gem calls, my buy alerts, my sell alerts. I do take a look at your technical analysis requests, at your video requests. As you can see, there are multiple tiers which you can choose from, and if you want to support the channel, then this is the best way to do so. As you can see, I do post quite frequently. I have almost 1,000 posts, I think, there, or getting closer to 1,000 anyway, and I did start my Patreon a year ago. So yeah, let's get back to the video. Taking a look at Chainlink on the weekly chart, really we're not doing anything crazy over here. What we're simply having is a move to the downside here, and we are in a move to the upside right now. As you can see, we have 3 bullish weekly candles, 3 green candles, and that's good. We are above the 20 EMA currently, so that is also pretty good, and that's what actually held us as support here. As you can see, not only the golden ratio on the other chart that we just looked at, but also the weekly 20 EMA held us as support. And if I switch to the daily here real quick, you can see that we have a major resistance level at $9.29 here. This is something that we have retested multiple times in June and in August. Okay, going back to the weekly now, potentially we can run into that level. After that level, I would be targeting the bottom of this wick here at $11.40. This is the bottom that we had in February. So this long capitulation that we had here in February, that's a potential strong, well, not a potential, that is a strong resistance level for us. And as you can see, that was also retested here in November of 2020. We did bottom out here with this little bit of a pullback that we had. So this is going to be an important level for us. And obviously the weekly 55 EMA is something that you want to keep an eye on, because once we break the 20, as you all know, your next target is going to be the 55. And one other thing is that we're breaking through a major resistance trend line here. So as you can see, we've been retesting this level as resistance since November 2021. We had multiple retests here, and finally what we're doing is we're breaking above, and we're back. We actually did have a nice back test here as support. As you can see, we wicked down below, but still what we can do is we have broken above this light blue resistance trend line, we can come back down for a support potentially, and from there we can start moving up. But mainly what we should hold for Chainlink, if I bring out a little rectangular pattern, then this is what we should be holding for Chainlink. We don't want to go below $5.24. We don't want to do that. And as you can see, Chainlink is getting bought up pretty quickly once it wicks down below, once it wicks down below $6.20. Once it goes below that, it's getting bought up pretty quickly. So that's where I would be buying as well. And that's where I was buying. And yeah, going below this buy zone, that would be quite negative, to be honest with you. And at that point, I would be targeting $4.48.5. For now, that doesn't look like a reality, but as you all know, things can change very quickly for crypto. Someone can say something negative about Bitcoin on Twitter, and the price can just drop in seconds. So you all know how that works. So you have to be ready for that with your stable coins, with your cash, you know, however you buy your crypto. Just be ready to buy the dip if we have a capitulation, because that's where you can make the most of your buys, basically. So yeah, that's my philosophy. Be ready for both outcomes at all times. And if we're breaking out here, this is a very good sign, to be honest with you. We're breaking out of a major resistance level. This is a very good sign for Chainlink. So if we continue on from here, I'm pretty good. I'm set. I'm ready for the bull market to start. It's just that I don't think it's coming in the next, 3-4 months at least. Moving to the weekly RSI, you can see that we were running into this major resistance level at 47.5. We have broken out of this falling wedge, and we're getting the confirmation with the price action here breaking out of this major resistance level. So for now, Chainlink has a nice breakout, nice confirmation from the RSI, and we're running into a major resistance level. So for now, what I would be doing is I would take a look at this here, right? And this would be the support that I would target for now, because it is looking like we're going to get rejected from here. If Bitcoin continues, correcting down, and it has started retracing as of recording this video, we're sitting just at $20,900, $950. So if we come back down, I would expect this level to hold us as support at 43.5. So that would be a good entry. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover for Chainlink. Obviously breaking towards the upside here, the next target would be at 53 on the index. So let's see what can happen. Thank you all for watching. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one.